Hey, Bublynn, coming in, crushing this art. All right, we're back at it, and me and my people just figured out about trans nature and about revolutions and about cycles. So basically, first point I want to get off is that, man, my breathing's all heavy. I'm so excited. I don't know why. I just be like, I'm looking crazy. But anyway, cycles. So like when the sun, right, like when we rotate around the sun, right, we call this a revolution, which is very, very interesting. I feel like because a revolution by its nature is like a system transitioning into a new phase, right? And so like by definition that like is from like a disdain, a disorder, something you didn't like, something like a cancer. And maybe it was from the cancer, like the cancer was this new idea, right, that sparked this revolution that washed over or was like a flood to the old like structure, you know what I mean? And that becomes um that's just revolution, right? So it's so strange that we talk about each year we make a revolution. Like that's, I don't know, it's kind of a new year, like New Year's kind of different, but either way, it's just. But anyway, so yeah. So then if we're thinking about just trans nature too, what that would be is that's when you have a lot of re-energy or a lot of attachment, or you find yourself connected to a lot of things that you may have disdain for, right? Like prime example, like trans people, right? I'm in this body and I want to be in a completely different body. It's like, oh my god, dude, like you're the epitome of that. Like, you know what I mean? So, or if you're just in a system, right? Like for like a personal example, like I utilize currency that is soul sucking. So I'm connected to a system, relying on a system, have re-attachment energy. What brought me into this world, what I'm relying upon, has got me in a place where like I have disdain for that, but I rely on that. So I am a transitionary period to where people like me and people like that are on the same wavelength are going to be fledging a wave to get out of that, to get to a more independent system, to get to where currency isn't soul sucking, something like that. So that is just like one example. So anyway, so then the trans nature comes from having disdain for a system, right? Getting fed up with the way something is, right? And that is, yeah, it's just also connected to revolution. So basically, yeah, that's just that. But anyway, just a little bit about my thoughts on trans nature and how, and yeah, and that also just connects to spiritual growth, because it's like once you experience something and you finally find a way to utilize maybe what's that based upon in a creative, constructive, artistic way, you end up growing, right? But it first takes getting to know the system, getting lost, in order to find a path or understand the resource of this whole new level you find yourself on, utilize the resource in order to create something productive or beneficial. So either way, but yeah, so either way, yeah, just look at how you're trans in your life. Let me know, and yeah, awesome. Bublynn, Citra, Beach, out.